You might be stuck right now, not because you're weak, but because your subconscious is comfortable with your old story. In this clip from episode 7, I'm talking about how we unknowingly resist healing because we're afraid to let go of who we've been, even when it hurts. Let's dive in. I hope you enjoy. There's a great quote by Seneca, and it goes like this: "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." I found that to be true for myself. If I go back to that idea of depression, when I was dealing with depression, the depression that I was suffering in my imagination. And for most people, that's how it is. In life, for whatever it is that you're dealing with or going through, most of the issue or the suffering that you're dealing with is in your imagination. Now, this isn't to say that people don't suffer. I've see stories all the time of people who are going through real tragic suffering. And it doesn't mean that you haven't gone through something that is some sort of physical suffering, some sort of situational suffering that you've actually been through. But a lot of times what happens is we get through those things and then we hold on to it, where we're unable to let it go because it was such a traumatic experience that we don't know how to release that from our grasp. It plays in our mind. We experience it again in our emotions and our feelings and our thought life. So letting go of that can be very difficult. But over a certain period of time, we start to relive that thing as if it's happening again right now. We start to continue to ruminate on those ideas. We start to continue to think about what's going on. And as we do that, we create the same feeling or the same response in our body. And as we create that response in our body, we reinforce the thought. And so we're reliving that state over and over and over and over again, as opposed to catching it, cutting it off, stopping it, saying, yes, that was a terrible thing that happened. I wish I'd never had to go through that. I wish I'd never had to have experienced whatever it is. But you get to that place and you say, no more. I'm not going to allow you to come in and continue to rule my life. I'm not going to allow these thoughts and these feelings to continue to dictate who I am. And so you start to catch those and cut them off, and that's what allows you to begin to move forward into the life that you want to have, into that person that you want to become. If you continue to stay in that place that you're in right now, you're essentially taking the role of a victim. Victimhood can feel good sometimes. It can feel comfortable sometimes. You can get attention from it. There's not this stretching that you have to go through in order to leave the victim mentality to get to that place that you want to be. And so it can be more comfortable to stay there because you're not having to go through this painful changing process, this transformation process to get to that place that you want to go in life. It's allowing yourself to continue to play small. It's allowing yourself to continue to stay in the same place, because if you change, that means you're taking a risk. It means you are risking something of yourself to get to a better place. It means that you're allowing yourself to let go of this familiar, of this person that you know, this person that you've become, that you've wrapped an identity around. And when you let go of that, it's scary and it feels risky to try to move into a place of becoming somebody that is above that, that's rising above it. And part of the problem there is because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's on the other side. You don't know if that person that you are trying to become exists. And truth is, that person doesn't exist yet. That person can exist, but you have to push through all the barriers to get there. You have to be willing to go through whatever struggles, hardships it is to get to that place. And when I say struggles and hardships, I'm not necessarily just talking about just constant struggle and hardship. A lot of it is just here in your mind. It's the struggles and hardship that you go in your mind, the self-limiting beliefs that you have. They keep coming back and telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that you're not that person, so stop trying. Don't even go there. It's going to be a worthless venture because you don't have what it takes in the first place. And so you're going to fail. You're going to stumble and fall. What are people going to think about you? You're going to look like an idiot. All the different things that we tell ourselves. And that can be part of the issue. That could be part of the problem. It's your subconscious resisting this new story because it's comfortable with the old story. It's comfortable with the programming that you've given it thus far. I mean, if you think about your life, everything that you've done in life, as you go through life, you're slowly programming your subconscious, if you will. You're constantly providing it with information. And as you do so, the way that you think about the information, the way that you feel about the information is programming your subconscious mind. And so when it comes point to change, your subconscious mind is like, this doesn't fit the programming. This does not work. You can't change. But that's not true. You can go in and you can absolutely rewrite the programming of your subconscious mind to get yourself from where you are to where you want to be. Thank you for taking the time to watch or listen. If you enjoyed this clip, you can check out the next one in the series by selecting the video here on the left, or if you'd rather dive into the full episode, you can select the video here on the right. Lastly, don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel to be notified of future videos. I hope you have a great day. I can't wait to see you again in the next one.